It's my beast right here. That's my '02 Chevy Impala. I'm an independent contractor courier, and I put about, well, let's just say I get an oil change about every month and a half. I put about 5,000 miles on it every month and a half. So I got to do a lot of my own maintenance. If something's broken on there, I got to fix it myself. My channel is primarily an animal, like rescue channel for animal counters I have, but I do all this car maintenance. So I do have a car maintenance playlist that you might want to check out. Stuff on how to read a code reader, stuff like that, simple stuff that everybody should know. All right, and be sure to watch this video all the way till the end, because I did omit a couple things in the making of this video, and I tried to clean them up at the end. So be sure to check everything for all the knowledge that you need, I think, for this issue. In the midst of setting up for putting this Lucas transmission fix in my motor, I figured, I got a few videos for motors and maintenance of your car. I might as well go ahead and make a quick video about this. As you can see, I'm already set up transferring, but I'm not done yet. Basically, I bought this little transfer pump here from one of the auto parts stores. It wasn't very much. It was like 10 bucks. I might have got this at Walmart. I looked around. This wasn't but about 10 bucks, 10 or 15 bucks. As you can see here, it's an easy setup. They have a small hose for your transmission dipstick, and what you do is you run this hose all the way down until you hit bottom, and then it doesn't really fit in here. It comes with a larger hose right here, and I haven't had to use that for like gas tank or nothing like that, so it comes with a little adapter here. So I just basically clip off a one-use time little hose right here, and then a little adapter, and just connect that there. And as you can see, I've got an empty antifreeze jug right here, and it's got the quarts on the side so I can see exactly how much I'm pulling out. And I'm having some transmission issues, right, and I'm not sure if this is really going to help or not. It's helped some transmissions of mine in the past. This one right here I think has a bad solenoid, but I want to take it easy on the gears and everything until I can get it into the transmission shop. It's a pricey fix, so I've got like 1.5 quarts of this Lucas transmission fix. And what it does is swells the seals, cleans your fluid up a bit, and kind of loops your gears a little better than regular transmission fluid. So I'm gonna pull out 1.5 quarts right here with this pump, and then I'm gonna put 1.5 quarts of this back in to keep the the levels the same. You might be able to see where the fluid's been coming out of here. We're gonna pull it out of here. This is the top, that's the bottom. I'm just gonna pump it like a bicycle pump. You'll see it squirting through there. This hose right here is just a piece of hose I had around the house. It's the same size as the orange one, but I think that's what the orange one comes for. You can, use that. That's the piece I cut off here, orange, red, whatever it is. And you can use it on this side. Right here, I had a little cheap clear hose. I keep some stuff like that around the house so I can just watch it come out right there. So, and that's it. You're gonna pump it until you reach what you want. So you can see exactly how much you're pulling out. And then right toward the end, it kind of gets a little siphon going. So when you approach where you want to pull out, just a little bit before there, before you want to pull out the whole 1.5 quarts, once you get close to that, you want to remove that from the dipstick area, because it's going to continue to siphon and you might pull out just a little bit too much. Now I've got most of the stuff pumped out of here that I want to pump. I got just under 1.5 quarts. Like I said, you want to pull it out just a little bit, before then. It's okay if you put just a little bit of too much of the Lucas transmission in it. They say you can actually put a whole quart in addition to your transmission fluid, but I like to keep it as level as possible. Plus there's going to be fluid all in these lines and inside this pump right here. It's going to make up the excess that you don't see right here. It's almost 1.5 quarts down here. Now to pull this apart, now this is a mess. You can see I have a trash bag over here. I've got paper towels. I went through a couple of these. This gets messy around here when you're pumping it. It kind of squirts out through. I've got paper towels. I'm gonna wipe all this off, and in this instance right here, I'm just gonna remove the hose. After I take care of this, I'm gonna remove this. I'm just gonna drop it down here and I'm gonna cap it off, and then I'm gonna wipe this container down, because this is toxic. You don't want it everywhere, plus you don't want it dripping on your motor. First, we're gonna remove this here. And we'll have it up right there a little bit. So sit it over here for now. Kind of let that drain back down into the transmission. I'll handle that here in just a minute. Stick that there. All right, like I said, I'm going to pull this. So take this off right here. You can have a little spillage come out of this bottom tube here. Pump it lightly. You don't want to, get your face too close to this when you're pumping it and stuff. You don't want this stuff to splash in your eyes or something. Just be very gentle. Kind of get the ruminants out. And I've actually got a plastic bag I keep this in for future use. I clean this up as best as possible, drain everything up, seal it up as best as possible, clean everything down. If you spill any fluids, I usually use like a paper towel, some alcohol or something to wipe it up. You definitely don't want it on your manifold, so you want to do as clean as possible. You don't want to get this toxic stuff all over the ground, and if you do, just clean it up immediately. And if you do get it on the ground, it's good to kind of maybe scoop that dirt up and put it in a trash bag, and if you can't do that, put a little cat litter down to kind of absorb it, maybe pick it up later. Like I said, keep a trash bag handy. As you can see here, the end, I've fashioned some paper towel stoppers here, so after I clean it off, if there's any drops, it won't come out, or if it'll minimize it, that'll kind of absorb that. This is how I store it. After I drip it all out, I put the little paper towels in the end. I'm gonna store it in this plastic bag right here, and the same thing, I'm gonna drip this all the way out as much as I can, wipe it down with paper towel. We're gonna store it in this plastic bag for future use and seal it up so that stuff doesn't get everywhere. I also have a funnel saved back that I've used before, like I said, I put Lucas in other transmissions, and I know this is it. You can see the little paper towels I put at the end to catch excess fluid. It's pink, same color as this. That's your transmission fluid, because your oil clearly is going to be black or brown. So we're going to use this. Definitely want to use a funnel on this right here, because if you're not, you're going to have backup and it's going to spill all out the side and stuff. So we're going to put this, we're going to make sure it's free of debris. We're going to clean the funnel out a little bit with paper towels, kind of make sure there's no paper residue left in there. Be careful, you know, but get any residue out of there. You don't want sand or dirt or anything, you know, or dust inside your transmission. So we're going to clean that out. We're going to put the funnel in there, and then we're going to pour the transmission Lucas transmission fix in there. Now, in all fairness to the instructions on Lucas, it says to add it while the engine's warm or idling. I forgot to add that I had warmed my car up earlier before I started right there, so I didn't want to leave out that point. And I'm putting the last little cord in there. I started it back up. But even if you put it in cold, basically you don't want to just jump in and take off. Put it in cold, finish what you're doing there, then start it up and just let it sit there and idle for about 10 minutes or so, warm everything up and get it in there before you take off going anywhere. That's mainly the point. They want you to put it in there, and they want it to work around in the transmission before you jump in and just skirt out of there. All right, this is just a cheap little funnel. You can get these at Wally World or any department store for just a couple bucks, auto parts store. It's not real long, just fits just long enough to fit down in there, about an inch or so, and it's nice and secure. This one here. I don't know if you can see that or not. It's kind of pink in color. It's real thick. It's winter time right now. It is Florida, so it's winter time in Florida. Let me put this in here. There we go. Put that in the trash right there. So it's a little bit thicker. When it's summertime, it's going to come out a little easier. And then, just be patient with it. You don't want it to, don't over flood it for sure. It takes a little patience. This takes a little bit of time. It usually takes me about an hour from start to finish to do this and do it right and make sure everything's clean. So far, I haven't really got any all over the motor and stuff, knock on wood. So yeah, I'm gonna get these 2 quarts in here, or this quart and a half, my bad. This one right here was about a half a quart in there. So, and hopefully my transmission, until I can get the solenoid fixed, this will ease the gears and stuff, and hopefully extend the life of my transmission a little bit. It's having some issues. Bless its soul. All right, y'all. Peace to y'all. Be kind to animals.